From David West to our own David Aldridge, who's with the man who had the winning shot, Kevin Durant.
Thanks very much. Kevin, they scrap, obviously. Hard-working team. Game got kind of crazy there at the end. How did you settle things down in overtime?
5-minute game. We just try to get good shots every time down. I thought we got some good looks. We rushed a few to start the game and to start the second half. That kind of took us out of rhythm. But I think we slowed down with poise. We got stops. Coach called great plays.
With all the injuries you guys have had, it's been defense that's kept winning you games while your guys have been out. What have you done to kind of take control of that defensively for this team?
Well, just trying to be a pest out there. When I switch out on screen, just try to close everything up, try to not to let the big score me in the post when I switch down there and just rebound, and we got so many great athletic defenders, and I just try to do my part.
This was a special night for all of basketball, obviously, with Kobe getting the jersey retired. I know it was a long halftime for you, but what was it like to be out here tonight and actually see it?
Man, this is the greatest sport in the world, and we honor one of the greatest players to ever touch the floor. And to be out here to see the jerseys, it's crazy, man. You got 2 jerseys up there for Kobe. Every player on that floor looked up there and dreamt about having something special like tonight. And, we love Kobe. We appreciate everything he's done. I'm so happy for him. And just try to, take what he built and try to, do it my way and become as great as him, man. So it was an amazing night.
Yeah, thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it.
All right, D.A., thank you. It's interesting because when you look at it, Zeke, Kevin Durant his legacy's been longer than the last couple of years, but I think making the change, having his moment, and really defining it with the MVP of the finals, now showing he's continuing to take over. As Kobe kind of moves up to the rafters, Kevin Durant continuing to build his own legacy now.
Absolutely building his own legacy. And, his number will be retired in Golden State. He will be up in the rafters, just as Steph Curry, probably Klay Thompson and that whole group. I mean, the legacy that they're leaving. And, again, I admire this young group of athletes that have come into our league because every year they're getting better and they're taking our game to another level. I mean, whether, you talk about the Durants, whether you talk about the James, whether you talk about the Currys, so forth and so on. I mean, these guys are really doing it. And not only are they doing it in a very basketball kind of way, but their off-the-court professional life is also tight. I mean, that's what I love about our league right now.
Bones, the thing is, we sat here in the beginning and talking about best Laker of all time. We're always having the arguments about best player. When you think MVP, we hear about with Sekou's ladder, right? Harden, you got James. We still don't really talk about Durant, who's as good as anybody in the game.
There's no question about it. And it's, these moments during the season, Steph Curry goes down with the ankle injury and you're thinking, wow, that could be 3 or 4 games. But if it's 10 or 12 games, who's going to step up? Well, Kevin Durant. Well, what was he doing before that? Well, he was a monster before that. And then he just takes these opportunities to remind you of how good he is. The thing with Kevin Durant is he really is in his own category because of his size and his efficiency in scoring the basketball. On a night when Kobe Bryant, we're celebrating Kobe Bryant and just the maniacal way he went about putting the ball in the hoop, the way that Kevin Durant has gone about his career and continues to do so, having another statistical, I think, career mark so far in terms of his field goal percentage, three-point percentage, free throw percentage, his efficiency is remarkable. And there's no matchup for him. There's absolutely nobody that can guard him. You cannot switch a big onto him because he's around him, and any little guy has no chance to get in his shooting window. He is off in his own category, and we should appreciate him more. We don't.
We don't, right?
When you have nights like this, trust me, we have nights like this, we get a chance to be reminded, not in subtle ways, but in very dramatic ways, of how great Kevin Durant is and how consistent he has been from day one. Really, day one in Seattle, when he played his first season, P.J. Carlesimo was a coach. He said, go make every mistake you need to. And then next year, you'll come back, you'll be better. From year 2, he's been that way, and he's remarkable.
But we have a hard time, recognizing his greatness because there's really no one to compare him to. There's never been a player in our league at this size with this ball handling ability and can shoot the basketball the way he does. I mean, so when you talk about unique and when you talk about an original, right, he is an original. Giannis can only dream about becoming a type of outside shooter, ball handler that Durant is. But Durant gives guys like Giannis the ability to dream about becoming him because he is the true original in this category.
Maybe the last part I'll mention is when great players take on challenges to improve their game and show that they're capable, put in the time and commitment to show they're capable of reaching a new plateau. Forget the scoring. Kevin showed us that for all the years he was in OKC and the incredible dramatic performance he had last year in the finals, putting a stamp on everything we thought about him offensively. For him to take on what Steve Kerr challenged him with defensively, that's when you start to take notice of somebody being really special. And that's what Kevin Durant is proving to us right now with his defense and picking up the slack that way for Golden State.
And all the block shots as well.
Yeah, that's just a number, but the presence alone is what's helping Golden State. Like, blocks are fun and fancy because we can categorize them. But Golden State, when Kevin Durant's a presence on a night, they're on a whole different level than any team. Rockets, Celtics, Spurs, they're on a whole other level when KD is playing that kind of defense.
You know, it's like during the finals last year, the question was asked to LeBron James, what's the difference between this Golden State team and last year's Golden State
Kevin
team?
Durant.
And he goes, KD.
Yeah, of course.
I mean that's the difference.
Yeah.
I mean, and he's that good.
Well, look, it was a night that ended about Kevin Durant and another huge shot and a Warrior win, but it began and was all about Kobe Bryant. More coming up.